Illinois Quantum Future. Duckworth convenes quantum manufacturing research leaders in Chicago. Imagine a world where Illinois isn't just known for its deep dish pizza and towering skyscrapers, but also as a global powerhouse in quantum technology. That's the vision U.S. Senator Tammy Duckworth, D. Senator Illinois, is championing. And it's not alone in this quest. Recently, she gathered more than a dozen key figures from Illinois' thriving quantum sector, manufacturing, and research institutions to explore how the state can leverage quantum advancements to supercharge its manufacturing prowess. This meeting comes hot on the heels of the Global Quantum Forum held in Chicago, which attracted quantum leaders from around the world. You can check out the photos from today's meeting on the Senator's website. But here's where it gets controversial. While some argue that focusing on quantum technology might divert resources from other critical areas, Duckworth and her allies see it as a strategic move to future-proof Illinois' economy. And this is the part most people miss: the potential ripple effects of quantum technology on national security, healthcare, climate change, and financial systems are immense. Let's dive in. Duckworth convened a powerhouse lineup of leaders, including representatives from the Chicago Quantum Exchange, PsiQuantum, Intersect Illinois, the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, IBM, Q-Braid, EeroQ, MenQ, and Inflection. The list goes on. Featuring Great Lakes Crystal Technologies, the Illinois Manufacturers Association, IMEC, Ability Engineering, Jupiter Machine Tool, Barnes Thornburg, Applied Materials, and heavyweights from the U.S. Department of Energy's Argonne National Laboratory and Fermi National Accelerator Laboratory. This isn't just a meeting. It's a gathering of minds poised to shape the future of Illinois and beyond. Duckworth has been a fierce advocate for bringing quantum investment to Illinois. In this year's committee-passed National Defense Authorization Act, she included language that highlights the significance of the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, Quantum Benchmarking Initiative, QBI program. This program aims to develop commercially useful, fault-tolerant quantum computing by 2033, a goal that could be achieved right here in Illinois at the Illinois Quantum and Microelectronics Park in Chicago. But why is this so important? Fault-tolerant quantum computing could revolutionize industries, from healthcare to finance, by solving complex problems that are currently beyond our reach. Think about it. Curing diseases, mitigating climate change, and securing our financial systems could all be within our grasp. As a member of the U.S. Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Duckworth is dedicated to attracting international investment to Illinois, particularly in the quantum sector. Earlier this year, she traveled to Taiwan to emphasize Illinois' readiness for additional global investments. This move underscores her commitment to positioning Illinois as a leader in the quantum technology race. But is Illinois ready for this level of international scrutiny and investment? And what challenges might arise as the state navigates this new terrain? These are questions worth pondering as we watch Illinois' quantum future unfold. So, what do you think? Is Illinois on the right track with its quantum ambitions, or are there other areas that deserve more attention? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's spark a conversation about the future of our state and the role quantum technology might play in it. After all, the future is quantum, and Illinois is at the forefront of this exciting journey. How billionaire Pritzkers are shaping quantum tech in Chicago. Why did two billionaire Pritzkers fall hooked on quantum computing? Imagine two individuals who inherited a massive hotel fortune and later ventured into politics, becoming deeply fascinated with a technology that even the most tech-savvy find challenging to grasp. How did Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker and former U.S. Secretary of Commerce Penny Pritzker develop such an intense interest in quantum computing? It turns out a touch of hometown pride and a generous dose of optimism played significant roles. The Pritzker siblings are spearheading a comprehensive initiative to advance quantum computing across Illinois, with early developments taking place on Chicago's South Side. This ambitious project reflects their belief in the transformative potential of quantum technology for their state and beyond. But here's where it gets controversial. While many might question why billionaires would dedicate themselves to a field so complex, the Pritzkers see it as a golden opportunity to bolster Illinois' standing in the tech world. By investing in quantum research and development, they aim to attract top talent and foster innovation, positioning Chicago as a hub for cutting-edge technology. And this is the part most people miss. The Pritzkers' involvement isn't just about prestige, it's also about practical benefits. Quantum computing has the potential to revolutionize industries, ranging from pharmaceuticals to finance, offering solutions to problems that are currently unsolvable with classical computers. By supporting this technology, the Pritzkers hope to drive economic growth and create new job opportunities. So what do you think? Should political leaders prioritize investment in such advanced technologies? Or should resources be focused elsewhere? Share your thoughts in the comments below. This debate highlights the broader question of how we allocate our resources to prepare for the future of technology. Inside Chicago's $1 billion quantum Prairie, tech revolution meets Great Lakes sustainability. Imagine a desolate stretch of Chicago's southeast side, once reverberating with the sounds of steel, but now lying silent. The former U.S. Steel Southworks site, vacant since 1992 after a century of shaping the nation's industrial might. For generations, this 440-acre riverfront property provided livelihoods for more than 20,000 residents and anchored Chicago's place as a manufacturing powerhouse. But now, an ambitious $1 billion plan seeks to recast this storied land as the nation's first industrial park dedicated to quantum computing. A technological leap so profound, some argue it could change the course of civilization itself. A gamble this bold is naturally stirring fierce debate. Can a legacy of heavy industry truly be transformed into a beacon of clean, high-tech progress without repeating old mistakes? And Peter Chico, the 10th Ward alderman and lifelong Southeast Side resident, feels keenly the weight of history. His grandfather led the Steelworkers Union during Southworks' heyday. Now, Chico stands as a bridge between the industrial past and quantum future. The steel from this land built America, Chico declares, and now we're aiming for technologies that might solve humanity's toughest problems. Is this a genuine turning point? One where technology serves the common good? Or, as some fear, just another chapter of risky experimentation written over the same old ground? Excitement crackles among city officials and industry leaders. But not everyone is convinced. Community groups like the Alliance of the Southeast, ASE, voice growing unease, especially regarding the environmental aftermath of past industry and the looming unanswered questions about water use and pollution. We already live with a legacy of contamination that threatens our drinking water, underscores Amalia Nieto Gomez, ASE's executive director. How will the new IQMP development protect us from further harm? But here's the part many miss. These concerns aren't just skepticism. They're rooted in decades of lived experience with unfulfilled promises. Quantum computing and the water paradox. The prospect of a government-business-academic partnership to champion quantum technology fits comfortably into Chicago's long tradition of industrial innovation. Yet this time, the difference lies in developers' commitment to growth without increasing pollution or water waste. A pledge easier said than kept. Related Midwest, the park's lead developer, is spearheading the Illinois Quantum and Microelectronics Park, IQMP. The first planned phase will reclaim 128 acres for a specialized campus, with groundbreaking set for later this year. This public-private undertaking involves IBM, the Chicago Quantum Exchange, multiple levels of government, and quantum computing startup PsiQuantum. Their ambitious goal: to harness quantum capabilities for breakthroughs in healthcare, renewable energy, agriculture, national security, and especially battling climate change. But the biggest wild card may be water, or rather, how much this multi-acre, energy-hungry quantum campus will consume. In traditional data centers, cooling massive servers devours vast amounts of water, straining precious freshwater resources. However, PsiQuantum's plan promises to sidestep this pitfall. We're building a closed-loop cooling system that won't tap Lake Michigan, the Calumet River, or any other local water body, says company spokesperson Chris Estep. Instead, the system recycles internal water and uses non-toxic gases like helium and nitrogen for supercooling the delicate qubits essential to quantum computing. That sounds promising in theory, but does it fully address the scale of water needs as the campus expands? Rachel Havelrock, a Chicago water policy expert and founder of the Freshwater Lab, sees both challenge and opportunity. She argues that this is a make-or-break moment to pioneer large-scale water reuse in Illinois, saying, "It's much easier to design innovative water recycling systems into new projects than retrofit them into old ones. If we really are building the world's fastest computers, shouldn't we strive for world-leading water sustainability too?" Yet not everyone is convinced the city's promises go far enough, especially for future phases. Although Chicago officials haven't included a reclaimed water supply in IQMP's initial phase, they are considering it for subsequent developments. The Metropolitan Water Reclamation District is actively studying ways to deliver reclaimed water through new pipelines along the 8-mile lakefront, though this could take years. Meanwhile, Chico, ever the optimist, has pitched a novel water reuse plan crafted by the University of Illinois Chicago to Governor Pritzker and IQMP stakeholders, highlighting the unprecedented nature of the project. "We have no roadmap. Nobody's done this before," Chico admits. "That's both exciting and daunting." Havelrock echoes the urgency, suggesting that now, before construction, is the time to get water use right. Building cutting-edge computers should go hand-in-hand with setting new global standards for renewable energy and water conservation, she says. Illinois' quantum ambitions and the controversy it sparks. Backed by over $500 million, the recent hosting of the inaugural Global Quantum Forum, with heavyweights like IBM and PsiQuantum, and the United Nations Declaration of 2025 as the International Year of Quantum Science and Technology, all signal Chicago's commitment to taking center stage. But beneath the fanfare, protests simmer. ASE and a coalition of Southside advocates picketed the Quantum Forum, demanding a community benefits agreement with PsiQuantum and Related Midwest to guarantee environmental justice for their neighborhoods. Their concerns aren't unfounded. After all, Illinois retains an unusually high right to divert water from Lake Michigan, up to 2.1 billion gallons per day, thanks to a rare Supreme Court ruling. But even such abundance can't excuse complacency. Havelrock poses a pointed challenge. If Cook County is now the world's largest freshwater diversion, shouldn't we make it the global model for water recycling? Yet, trust doesn't come easy in communities long buffeted by industrial shifts. As Havelrock observes, it's hard for places devastated by factory closures to believe this new tech boom will treat them any better. And this is where it gets truly controversial. Can promises of high-tech progress and green innovation genuinely overcome the scars of past neglect? Skepticism on the southeast side. Remediation is just one flashpoint. U.S. Steel received state clearance in 1997, declaring no further remediation needed, as long as the land remained untouched. But as soon as construction begins, Activist groups demand new, rigorous cleanup and transparency. Nieto Gomez insists if the land use changes, further environmental remediation is legally required. Will this be done to both developer standards and the priorities of our community? She and ASE are pushing hard for Related Midwest to put community health front and center during all redevelopment steps. Even water intake plans remain frustratingly vague. We've heard rumors that